I get it's like if Christmas and Thanksgiving had a baby, had twins. Christmas and Thanksgiving had twins, and I got to do TikTok videos for 2 days in a row. That's what this would be like, except then I'd be stuck with stupid twins, which is whatever. Richard. TikTok videos today. Let's get into it.
I do. So I think we have to recognize the irony of a podcast which is nominally about security and privacy, spending 2/5 of its weekly episodes on one of the most egregious offenders in that.
Peter, I'm glad you mentioned that. I have a warning for our audience. Warning, the following segment features social media usage performed by or under the supervision of trained professionals. Accordingly, NSCU and the producers insist that no one attempt to recreate or reenact any searches or scrolling performed during this segment.
Not the reenact any searches.
I use our own professionally managed TikTok account.
Tainted.
Tracked by security professionals to bring only the best content.
Wow. Oh my God.
I also curate TikTok at night for my wife and send her like little cute couples TikToks and stuff. So
hey, my wife does that too, but like most of the time it's like really good videos. So
I know
it's not this.
I know, right?
Wait,
what do you mean? These are
right.
Okay,
right.
so actually today you're in luck. So today I picked some TikTok videos with IT security or privacy tips that we're going to watch and say if we like the tips or we don't like the tips, or if we have anything to add.
That's fun. Okay.
All right.
That's okay. All right.
So let's try this. Here's the first one.
Okay.
Or not. Apparently I have to reload everything again. What?
Okay, Miss Privacy, here's a question. I'm ready. What are 3 quick tips to increase my privacy when I use the internet? Great question. First, you could use a browser that blocks a bunch of trackers by default. Brave is a great one, so is Firefox if you install the right plugins. All right, give me...
And what I like about this is it's like a little skit. It's fun. It's not just some instructor sitting there with a PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah.
The search engine you use to look for web pages will make a big difference.
Wait, what were
as well as being a pages will make a big difference. The search engine you use to look for web...
Sexy, cute felines is the search there.
Oh, nice.
I think we should try that. We are professionals.
As well as being a browser, Brave is also a search engine, and it doesn't collect all your information like Google
Indulgent
does.
cookies.
If you want Google search results without Google data collection, you can also use Start Page. One more. Go.
Start Page, I try to use.
Do you?
I don't know why it feels different, because theoretically it's just Google search results stripped of all the cookies and tracking. But I do still find, sorry.
That's why it feels different. Can I confess something?
Yeah.
Google's personalization
it's a safe
stuff
space.
is actually not that bad. It's quite nice. Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Do you know what I did? Do you know what I did recently? Like, because I was in Barcelona for most of December, I actually turned on location tracking, which I am. John, please, can we still be friends?
No, you're done for. I'm not visiting you this year.
Do you know what was cool? Was that I got a little notification saying the Insights report is ready for December, and it told me that I went to 36 different restaurants and I was like, I thought I'd gone through a lot of different places.
I'm sure that there's
Did you scroll through them for the memories?
I did. God. I genuinely did.
See? Welcome to the dark side, Peter.
Using a VPN will hide your IP address from the websites you visit and help hide your activity from your ISP. Keep in mind that your VPN provider still knows which sites you visit. Just make sure you choose a trustworthy VPN that doesn't sell your data. Do you have any recommendation? MBTV has a great deep dive.
Yep. So Brave browser for web browsing. Agree. Or Firefox, she says. I've tried Firefox, and I don't know if I've done like a full review here on the show, but I don't love it. Like, if your primary concern is security, Firefox is great, but I like Brave quite a bit. Brave for search, also a good idea, and VPNs. John has recommended Mullvad several times, and Brave actually has built-in VPN, like natively now. That's actually associated with the company that I work for. So Just disclaimer, but that's also a great option.
I do like that she recommended Mullvad at the top with, can you actually go back to that screen and see what the little message was under Mullvad?
Used by Mozilla VPN.
Yeah. So, I mean, all of the recommendations were fantastic. It doesn't get more straightforward than this. I would say that I would have probably liked her to stress the protection from ISP more than the servers, right? Like, and I'll explain. If I go to Facebook with a VPN and I sign in, Facebook knows it's me, right? That's that. Like, that's just, no matter how many trackers and whatever I'm blocking. If I log into a service that I've previously logged into and provided information about myself, doesn't matter if I'm using a VPN or not. However, your internet service provider sells data, like usually. So I would way rather cover my bases there from them. And Mullvad is a perfect recommendation because Mullvad was just raided last year by the Swedish police, and the Swedish police were like, we didn't find anything. And Mullvad was like, yeah, because we told you we don't log anything. And then the Swedish police left. So that was pretty cool. No truer test than a police raid.
Yeah. Well proven. So I was mistaken what I said about Brave VPN. Brave has VPN, and then they also work with Guardian Firewall for content protection. So just slight tweaking there so I didn't mislead anyone. All right, so let's look at our next tip. It's probably gonna make me reload everyone. I'll do the other ones between recordings next time. Sorry.
Yeah, that's right.
Here's how to remove your Gmail address from unwanted websites. First, go to your Google account. Click on Manage Your Google Account. Click Security tab. Scroll down and find third-party apps and services. Click on See All Connections. Next, find the website you want to remove. Click on it and hit Delete All Connections, and you're done. Follow for more security tips.
This is a difficult one to watch for me because, like, it simplifies it into the TikTok format, so it could be accessible to the TikTok brain, and it misses out so much. I think overall, it's probably a good thing, but like, you're not removing your Gmail account from other servers. You're not like it. I feel like there's a strong danger of having a full sense of security after doing this. Like,
I mean, you should do this.
I don't know if
you should audit it at least. Not just disconnect everything, but you should be aware of what's connected.
When you link a Gmail account to a service, they can ask for as many permissions as they basically want, right? Like, it can be real bad. I don't know about nowadays, it's probably a little bit better, but like back in the day, some services would be like, we want to read your fucking emails. Like, huh?
Yeah.
What? So yes, you should check it, but understand what it is you're checking, right? Like, if you used LinkedIn to sign in, like if you signed in to LinkedIn using the Google integration, okay, like whatever. But if you use some sketchy third-party PDF editor that is asking for all permissions Google is allowed or has allowed them to ask for, that's a problem. Yeah,
for sure. So that was my
iffy on the delivery, but like, I guess the idea is good. I didn't like how AI generated it was, though.
Hello, tech enthusiasts. Prepare yourselves as we dive into essential strategies to bolster your internet privacy. Initiating our journey, let's take on passwords. They need to be sturdy and unique for each account you possess. Avoid usual phrases and instead construct a passphrase that is easy for you to remember but tough for others to guess. Progressing to our next tip.
I know, it's terrible. Like, this is the problem with IT advice.
I am asleep, bro.
The information is important. Get it out there. But security
guys,
guys,
views has this got?
IT guys.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. How many views does this have?
Let's see here.
Because the thing is that this could be good for an audience of, like, I don't know, your age range, Mike.
Does it show?
Likes.
Does it show? I don't see. Any viewers?
No, but it ain't much.
Code Craze Clips.
Oh,
he's got 2 followers, 11 likes. Sorry, Code Craze Clips. Here's a couple of views for you.
This sounds
So,
AI.
I was one of your likes.
no, I think that's a real person.
How did I
It's just
find this? I
very-
went to TikTok and searched IT advice, and this came up.
Yeah,
Why are they giving me this
so-
shit content for? Again, sorry, Code
No
Craze
one-
Clips, but
It's because of your tainted
I mean,
searches before. Like, it's
I'm
like, okay, this is
I think this is a
conspiracy
conspiracy.
theorist. We'll give him this shit. Yeah.
The advice is sound. The delivery is
Yep.
fucking terrible. I am asleep.
I know.
Speed it up. Make it less monotone. 1985. Like, please, just give it some life, or no one's gonna watch, and we're just failing as a industry.
and that's why I loaded this one, because like there are well-meaning people. We've talked about this even on this show.
Yes.
It's an important message to get out. People just haven't received it, and they're not going to if it's a bunch of fucking dorks talking to the camera like they're fucking lecturing college students.
Fuck, is that us? Is that what we do? Are we the dorks?
Don't think about it too much.
Anyway. All right.
4 tips to protect your privacy online. Tip 1, use a strong password. Weak passwords are like leaving your front door wide open for hackers.
Fast,
Always use strong,
moving,
unique
like
passwords
it.
for each of your
Yep.
accounts. Tip 2, two-factor authentication.
generated
Enable
that, that's
two-factor
standard.
authentication on your accounts. This means you'll need to provide a second verification method, like a code sent to your phone, to access your account. Tip 3, VPN. A VPN encrypts your internet connection, making
No,
it
this is
difficult
rubbish.
for anyone to spy on your online
It's rubbish.
activities.
Wrong.
Tip 4, regular updates. Always keep your software and apps.
So people shouldn't use VPNs?
It's content bait. They're just slamming together a lot of like vaguely sounding useful.
Every
advice.
single tip is almost good.
Yeah, it's
Almost good how?
It's
It's up
AI
to date.
generated.
Activities. Tip 4,
Yeah, I don't need to listen to it for. I agree that regular updates are important, but like it doesn't probably delve into why. So let's start from the top. Tip 1, strong passwords. Use a different password for every service. Almost there. Use a password manager to randomly generate a strong password.
Wow. Remember what we were just talking about? Getting bored with all the details?
But you
Yeah.
said you wanted this.
No, but
It's
this
a
is what I'm
subtle
saying.
difference.
You're criticizing the video for getting the message out and not providing enough clarity and detail and context.
Because this
But this
won't
is where people
protect
turn
them.
out.
No, but I just delivered it the same way he did. Instead of saying use strong passwords, I would have said use a password manager, and then another sentence to describe why, or like explain the reasoning, like he did. Straight up. Oh my god, so much worse. And then the second thing was 2FA doesn't tell us to send to your phone, right? Like that a code that can be sent to you. Wrong. Again, you're so close. But you said any form of 2FA, which is incorrect. Some forms of 2FA are legitimately worse for your security, like SMS based.
Yeah.
And then use a
SMS
VPN
is
that
worse
encrypts
than
your
not
traffic.
using 2FA.
I could argue, okay, if all you do is use 2FA, SMS based 2FA, and I wanted to, I could easily ruin your entire online life because you use SMA as 2FA.
So if
Because
I'm
when I
just
go to reset your password, they're
Normie
gonna ask for a
Joe,
text message. Yeah.
if
yeah,
I'm just
download a
Normie
fucking
Joe,
authenticator.
and I have a choice to do nothing or to use SMS 2FA, I should do nothing.
I mean, yeah, I feel like it gives a false sense of security. How easy it is to SIM swap.
Wow.
Yes, it is that bad. It is that bad.
All right.
Like it is not good. Probably up for debate on if you should or if one is better than the other. But like,
Yeah.
I can
I disagree.
a strong random password is probably better than a weak shitty password and SMS 2FA, in my opinion.
I think the equivalent would be something like having a really shitty lock on your front door. In that, if that you can pick with like a biro or something like that. Having it there is marginally better than not having it there, because it's a lock. It's some additional. It might put people off who are just casual, but it's not really. It does make you think that you're more secure than you actually are. So, yeah.
Okay. So I'll
There's no
slow
link to
down
it.
and I'll explain why it is bad. Okay, that's totally fine. I'm just responding to Angela. So Angela said, I'm a noob in cybersecurity. SMS 2FA isn't just a code. Like there's no link to click. Why is that bad? So let's take a break from this for a second and I'll explain my reasoning here. So in America, it's been historically terrible. There's been a historically terrible security practice made by all of these phone companies. So wow, I butchered that sentence. There's basically no security verifications when we're talking about big cellular companies like Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, etc. Because I can call, and this has been proven time and time again, I can call them and say, hey, my name is Mike, and I am in a real bind, and I lost my phone. I have a new phone, and I need you to activate the SIM card I have for my old number. And they're going to say, okay, Mike, well, we just need some things to verify that you're actually you. And you're going to say, listen, you don't understand. It's an emergency. I need this done now. Okay. I'm talking to some $15 an hour rep on the phone. They don't actually give a shit. So eventually I convinced them to skip some verifications and do the SIM swap. I now owned that phone. Now when I go do a password reset on a service, they're going to say, okay, we sent you a text message to verify it's you. I'm the one receiving the text message. I'm the one getting the SMS 2FA. This is why generally we recommend to steer clear of SMS 2FA. It's because it's grossly easy to take someone's account over from a cell provider. So much so that people are being arrested working at these cell providers because they are organized, like legit organized crime, resetting SMS for money,
John,
or resetting SIMs for money. Yeah.
If you're targeting me,
Yeah.
that's definitely true. But if we're talking about how to just generally protect your account from breached password databases online, it is a layer of protection that gets in the way. They're not going to download a million cracked passwords and start SIM hacking in mass everybody they come across. It's not scalable.
Is that what you think?
I think there's other issues as well with SMS verification. There's things like when a site is hacked, like a bank or something like that, or you click a phishing link from like you get sent a phish, you click a link, it appears to come from your bank, you click the link, then it's too easy to spoof an SMS to you that appears to as if it came from your bank. So you're logging into the actual place. So you can make it look, basically SMS is not in a very secure method for 2FA. There are much more secure ones.
I got you, Mike. Here you go.
There's different examples.
I just downloaded a million passwords, okay?
Uh-huh.
I downloaded a million passwords. I'm going to put my black hat on. I've downloaded a million passwords from a breached database that's fresh, super fresh, okay?
Yeah.
I now start enumerating. I've automated this process, so I don't do anything. It's all script. And I start enumerating through the username and password to target a bank, let's say Wells Fargo or Bank of America. So it'll take some time because you don't want to be rate limited and you'll have to jump through a bunch of hoops of like protecting the IPs that you're using because eventually you'll get blacklisted, right? So, okay, I start firing through this list. And every time I get what is it? Is it 301 is the HTTP code?
What,
is it 401 or 301? Redirect to the next page, to the 2FA. Right. So every time I hit a 301, my little script says check. Okay. I get a list of, let's say, 1,000 user accounts where I have been able to get to the next step to their SMS verification, because that's like the only thing banks use. And then I start hammering the phone services, trying to get them to SIM swap over and over again. And every time I get in, I'm going to empty someone's bank account. This literally is this is happening every single day in America and beyond. I'm not kidding. Like, I'm seeing articles about my $170,000 life savings gone, and Chase isn't helping me.
Yeah, I still would say forcing you to take that extra step is better for me.
It's a false sense of security. I'm sorry, I don't.
It's better for you to have to take that extra step than for me to just let you log in with no challenge.
No,
Yeah.
because I said it in the beginning. If I have a unique, secure, randomly generated password that is safer than
Yes.
a shitty same use password plus SMS 2FA, hands down.
But I agree with Mike's point that having 2FA, even if it's SMS, means that for all the people who are inevitably going to have shitty passwords, there is that extra layer. And it might be that it stops people just logging into their account without their knowledge. You know, if I'm not trying to log into my account and I get a 2FA SMS verification thingy, I will ignore it. And it means that anybody who's got the password list and cracked my password because it's 123 or Hunter 2 or whatever, that they won't be able to do that. So I think it does help. It's just not very good. That's all. And there are the thing is, why would you use it when there's so much better options available? And it's because it was the default for a very long time. That's just how people did it. They shouldn't do it anymore for various different reasons. You're right, Mike. It's better than nothing, but still shit.
And you're going to you're going to see later that I already ended the show right after Peter said, I think Mike was right.